Welcome to the Crypt of Wax. Today we are talking Fell Omen, Caelid Dog Summer. Also, hello, Mike.
Hello.
We
Right.
just waving to your neighbour.
Just waved at my neighbour. Yeah, I'm parked right outside his front door. He just walked out and we saw me holding a fucking microphone with headphones on. What the fuck is going on there?
Well, you should have said today you are talking Greek black metal
I'm
punk.
talking. I'm talking great black metal punk.
For the regular listeners, this is a second Greek act in a week, Mike.
Is he Greek and all? Greek and
Apparently
all. Is he
so.
Greek as well? Um,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, apparently from Athens also. But yes, so this is a black metal / punk solo outfit
Bit of heavy metal thrown
themed.
in there as well, isn't there?
There is. Although not as much as I initially thought there was going to be upon first playthrough of this record.
Well, he spaffed it all out on track one, didn't he? Mainly.
Basically, yeah. So, I mean, am I right in saying this is his second album, but both came out this year?
Really?
Yeah, according to the Encyclopedia of Metallum.
He's done two. He's done two in a year. So it's one guy, right?
Yep.
He sort of bills himself as this sort of like I saw a thing where he sort of says he's just some sort of like dad who's just
Oh, really?
just sort of doing this project.
Well, it's a very ambitious project, isn't it? To say the least.
Ah, yeah. And
Very ambitious.
have you seen his promo photo where it's sort of him in a night outfit next to a motorbike?
In the armor, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
amazing. To be fair, it's such good promo.
He is this based on video games? I feel like
Uh,
I feel like it is.
yeah, I believe it says the themes are based around Elden Ring, which is yeah, a video game,
Yeah.
and a bloody good one at that. So
It,
yeah, this is as I said, ambitious release. It's like Mike touched on. There's that kind of there is heavy metal elements in there, but predominantly it is a kind of punkier side of black metal record. Even maybe a touch of dungeon synth as well.
Yeah, you got I think one of the last tracks on it's kind of he does a little like synth interlude part, doesn't he? He's putting kind of samples into it and stuff as well. And if you notice as well, the overall sound, it's got a hiss. It's got an analogy hiss to it, hasn't it? So I don't know how it was recorded. Um
Yeah, the production was really good. I thought
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. It's
Um,
go on.
well, yeah, I was just going to say the album starts off. You've got Star Scourge Phase 1 and Phase 2. This, like you said earlier, like I feel they condensed all the heavy metal elements of the record and just went, yeah,
Yeah.
we're putting it in this
I know
track.
I was gonna see if you're gonna say what I said earlier.
But yeah, it's true. It's like yeah, it starts off. You've got an unbelievable solo going over this kind of traditional heavy metal guitar work.
He can rip a solo, can't he?
There's solos throughout. I think there's
Yeah.
three or four solos in that one song alone.
Yeah.
Do you know what this song is like? Guitar music, or that song in particular, is like very guitar driven, and
Mm.
it made me want to play guitar a lot. There was almost even like a thrash metal sound. Some of the riffs were very like Metallica as well. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah, yeah, yeah.
quite like creeping death sound. But yeah, like it was just an onslaught of guitar wizardry was one of my notes on it. And it takes until 3 minutes 20 until the vocals come in.
Yeah, I was almost surprised at that point because it felt like it was going the way of just being an instrumental sort of opener, and then they do bring
I,
the vocals in for the last couple of minutes.
yeah, I thought exactly the same. Great hooks as well with the
Yeah.
vocals. He knows it. Knows exactly kind of where to put the phrasings. He'd kind of drop everything out and then have this kind of vocal hook that would kind of repeat, and it was really,
He
really
was
well
going
done.
for hooks, wasn't he, on this album? On this album, he wasn't. I felt that the vocals they weren't just there to like add add that element to it. He was trying to put some catchiness and some things in there. It felt like that was kind of the punk aspect of it a little bit, maybe.
Agreed. Yeah, I think they didn't vary in terms of delivery of like range or
No.
pitch. Or it was all quite one dimensional in that sense. But his phrasing and his like ability for it to be catchy was what made it quite stand out.
Yeah, yeah, and he'd do like there'd be times where he would add, like, say, like a gang vocal bit, like, sort of cool response
Yeah.
type, or he'd do like a "whoa," like, like a punk
Yeah,
sort of thing
yeah.
in there as well, yeah.
That kind of took me by surprise, that kind of injection of that kind of SoCal,
Yeah.
like, old school punk whoa-ohs, as
Yeah,
we'll
yeah, yeah,
call
yeah,
them.
he had a bit of a go of it,
Uh,
didn't he?
he did, yeah. How did you feel I mean, this is obviously probably gonna go down to taste more, but, like, because there was so much heavy metal injection at the start, and then it didn't really ever come back too much, especially in as strong as it did at the start. Do you think that there should have been a bit more littered throughout?
I kinda wish there was because I thought the way he did the heavy metal style of it was really, really good, and I'd love to
Yeah,
just have heard more of it. Um, saying that though, I had a good time with this album, and I actually thought his songs were good, and his songwriting was very good as well.
yeah,
Because it was largely this kind of like more kind of blackened punk metal, wasn't it? It was kind of the more the sound of the majority of the album than the opening song, which was more this kind of
yeah,
that, but mixed with like more old school heavy metal.
yeah, yeah. It was. It was definitely leaned heavily more towards the punk aspect. Probably more like 70-30, I'd say.
Yeah,
But yeah, when he did do that, it was really good. It's I prefer. It's not necessarily my favorite type of black metal. That kind of a bit more punkier, old school black metal. So I did kind of prefer it when he was kind of injecting those traditional heavy metal elements.
yeah,
There was some of the riffs even reminded me of like Negative Plane. They had that kind of like widdly little kind of
yeah,
things going on. But there was one moment I want to talk about, Mike, in track 5, Poise on Rune.
yeah,
Um, it was around 3 minutes 10. Uh, it, it, the riff was this really simple, I want to say like bouncy, almost disco type like beat song with a beat over it,
go
and
on.
then there was this kind of lead line that almost sounded Middle Eastern, going over the
Yes,
top of it.
yeah,
For me, like that was the standout moment on the record.
yeah, it was
It was
cool.
unlike anything that I'd heard previous or after, and but it was such a cool moment.
Was it that one? I meant to write the note down. When does he play? He plays like saxophone on one of them as well.
He does. I didn't note down what one it is, but he does play that. That is him as well.
Yeah,
On his Bandcamp, it's quite funny. It's like vocals, Spider of Nicks, and then like guitars, bass, acoustic drums, drum machine, hurdy-gurdy, synthesizers, and saxophone. And he's all got like a funny play on that.
yeah,
It's like,
on
huh,
his
it's
on
a
his
Spider
name.
of Nicks again.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
so like
yeah.
it's there's obviously an element of not comedy, but he maybe doesn't take himself too seriously. And I guess
No, he
the
doesn't,
promo,
and what he does with that, in my what I feel he does is he skirts the line so perfectly between not taking himself too seriously and then it getting silly or it's trying to be funny. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think he
and I
skirts
think
that perfectly.
yeah, I think he just injects just the right amount of like that looseness in a
Yeah.
song, because if he overdid it, like with those punk whoa-wohs that we were speaking about, there's not that many of them, so it's not silly. It's obviously like a influence that he's just allowed to kind of seep into the sound.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's and like you had things on there like so say your track 2 Northern Lights Bomb. It it's a wrestling finishing move is the title and then you got that like the sample of like the end of a wrestling match, like a Japanese wrestling match. Um
Is that what that was?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can hear the commentary, kind of the Japanese commentary, and then someone sort of like smacking, doing the count on the mat.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The song titles are actually really cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Track 3, I thought it was a great song title. The horrors persist, but so does steel. I thought that was an awesome song title.
That might actually be my highlight song as well on the album.
Really?
Yeah, that and the first song. I felt like that track 3 was maybe the best at his kind of the more black punk metal thing that he
Yeah.
he was doing on it. It was fast, but it had the gang vocal part in it as well, good riffs. Um, it was a fun album, man. Honestly, I had a
Yeah.
really good time with it. You know what I mean? It was just a fun listen for me.
Yeah, it was. And it was. It kept me entertained from start to finish. Really, I
Yeah,
didn't really ever feel that bored with it. I felt that the last song ended potentially a little bit strange.
I didn't like
It sort of
there was
just
a riff in that song that I didn't like. Are you thinking the same thing as me?
No, I didn't really dislike any of the riffs. I actually thought some of the slower sections towards the end were like really cool, like black metal sounding riffs. I actually really enjoyed it, but the end of the song, like he would kind of, it felt like it was building up, but then he just reduced things out, and it just sort of let like maybe the bass play out the riff at the end, and it just kind of ended out of nowhere.
Well, there was a bit in that song where it would stop, and it was just the guitar just sort of doing. I don't know. They're not stabs, but they would. He was just doing like a simple sort of open chord thing, and then the drums came in, and it all sounded a bit simplistic in a way that wasn't as good as the rest of the album, if you know what I mean. Which was a shame because I felt like the beginning of the last song was one of the best parts of the record as well. I thought it
It
was
was
a
a
bit of a
great
slower
riff.
riff. It was a bit
Yeah,
more evil than some of the other most of the album as well. I thought that was a really strong. It was when I first put it on, I was like, "Oh, this might be my favorite song on the album." But there was in a section of it that I was like, "Oh, actually, that bit I don't really like," which I didn't really have with any of the other songs.
yeah. That opening riff had a real like kind of rock and roll feel to it almost. It was really
Mm,
really cool. But yeah, and then previously the track before that you had was the kind of dungeon synths
yeah.
kind. I want to say interlude song, but it wasn't. It was quite long. But yeah, all in all, there was just a lot to enjoy on this record, and it's definitely one I'm going to probably keep listening to because it was just fun. I think that was probably the best way to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think I'm the same as you. I can see myself going back to this, when I'm in the mood because it's a good time listen.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back and listen to his other record as well. See what that's all
Are
about.
you hoping to find a bit more heavy metal in there?
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's probably not going to be. I think maybe that's going to be something going
Maybe that's
forward that might
next.
be. Yeah,
Let's
I
hope
would
so
love it
because
if
he
that
was
was
so good at it, man. There was some good
so
metal
good.
riffs in there, wasn't there? Really good in that first song.
That first song was it was probably my standout. It was
Yeah.
really, really cool, man.
Yeah, when
Really
I
cool.
first put and especially, like, it's such a good opener as well.
Yeah,
One thing I meant to do before this is there's music videos.
is there?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Normally we like to kind of check them out, but I didn't think they
Shit.
would do. That's quite cool though. I'll check that out after.
Yeah, wait, hang on. You go to his videos a bit on Google, and he's got, like, an Instagram thing where he did, like, a studio tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta watch a bit of this.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds cool. I can check that
yeah,
out.
he did yeah, he's done a few music videos for it. He did one for that
Sounds
last
like a cool.
song.
Sounds like a cool project, man. Sounds like he's having fun with it as well,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, check this one out. It's definitely an interesting listen. For that first song alone is crazy. But yeah, let us know what you thought of it if you did check it out in the comments. And if you are new here, give us a like and a subscribe. We put out videos every Wednesday and Friday covering the latest metal releases, and we will catch you
On the next
in
one.
on the next one.